All right, ready to dive in. Today, we're tackling YouTube growth, figuring out how to snag more subscribers and build a channel that actually stands out.
Yeah.
We've got 2 blog posts packed with tips, so we'll be uncovering some actionable strategies for anyone, whether you're just starting or want to, supercharge an existing channel.
It's interesting, both posts actually go after this myth that just constantly uploading is the key to YouTube success.
Right.
Like they both really push quality over
Yep.
quantity, and they share some stories about their own early fails
Oh, right.
when they were just kind of churning out videos without a real plan.
Yeah, I've totally been there myself, thinking oh, more videos, more subscribers, automatically, right?
Right.
So why is that thinking so flawed?
Well, think about it from the viewer's perspective. You subscribe to a channel, the videos are all over the place. Quality-wise, you're probably going to lose interest pretty fast.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you were following a recipe and it ended up with a different dish every single time.
Yeah, totally.
There's no consistency. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, there's no trust there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that inconsistency, it really erodes the trust with the audience.
Makes sense.
When you focus on delivering that consistent, high-quality content, you're telling your viewers, hey, I respect your time, and I actually care about giving you something valuable.
Right.
Plus, and this is huge, YouTube's algorithm, it actually rewards videos and channels that keep people engaged.
Oh, interesting.
So better content equals higher rankings, more visibility, which obviously can then lead to more subscribers.
So it's not just about pumping out videos. It's about actually capturing and holding attention with stuff that delivers.
Exactly.
Now, both posts mention these things called subscriber magnets. So what are those?
So basically, these are your top performing videos, the ones that are already converting viewers into subscribers.
Okay.
The strategy here is to really double down on promoting those videos because they're your proven winners.
So you're not just always making new stuff. You're kind of using what's already working to your advantage.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense. Any examples of what kind of videos usually are these subscriber magnets?
It really depends on your niche, but things like tutorials, reviews, challenges, those tend to perform well because they offer a clear value to the viewer.
Right.
If someone's searching for, let's say, how to bake the perfect sourdough bread, and your video pops up, delivers on that promise, and it's engaging, they're way more likely to hit subscribe because they know you're reliable for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they know what to expect. So it's about understanding what people are looking for and delivering it in a way that's both informative and keeps them watching.
Exactly.
Okay, so once you've kind of ID'd your subscriber magnets, how do you actually promote them well?
So there are a few key strategies. Within YouTube itself, you can use features like cards and end screens to direct viewers to those top performing videos.
Oh.
You can also create playlists that group your best content together and then feature those playlists prominently on your channel page.
So it's using YouTube's own tools to kind of guide people toward the videos that are most likely to turn them into subscribers.
Right.
What about outside of YouTube itself? What kind of strategies are there?
That's where cross-promotion comes in.
Okay.
Think about your other social media platforms, your website, even your email list.
No.
All those can be used to drive traffic back to your YouTube channel and spotlight those subscriber magnets.
One of the posts even talks about repurposing content, right? Taking a full course meal and turning it into bite-sized snacks. Same deliciousness, just different formats.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
So for instance, you could take a short, engaging teaser for your subscriber magnet video, put it on Instagram or TikTok. You could even write a blog post that expands on a topic covered in your top video, and then just embed the video right in the post.
Exactly.
So many possibilities. So it's all about meeting your audience where they are and giving them a little taste of what your YouTube channel has to offer.
And don't forget about having a website. It's like a central hub that you control,
Yeah.
It's a great place to showcase those subscriber magnets in a way you just can't do on social media.
Totally. And speaking of websites, one of the posts dives into tools like Opt-in Monster.
Yeah.
And how they can turn website visitors into subscribers, right?
Right.
It explains how you can make those attention-grabbing pop-ups and forms to encourage signups.
Exactly. It's about strategically capturing those visitors who are already interested in your content and giving them a clear path to subscribe.
Makes sense.
And once they're on your email list, you can nurture that relationship, keep them engaged, and direct them to your latest YouTube content.
That's cool. They also mentioned Smash Balloon.
Oh, yeah.
What's that one do?
Smashballoon lets you seamlessly embed your YouTube feed onto your website. Makes it really visually appealing, super easy for visitors to see what your channel is all about. It creates that instant connection between your website and your YouTube presence.
I like that, like a direct pipeline from your website to your YouTube channel.
Exactly.
But even with all these tools and strategies, at the end of the day, it really comes down to that human connection, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Both blog posts are big on engaging with your audience. And I don't mean just like generic thanks for watching comments. I'm talking about real interaction.
Yeah, like actually responding to comments thoughtfully, asking questions, and building a community. Basically showing your audience that you're not just a faceless content machine, but a real person who values their input and their engagement.
Exactly.
And one of the posts mentioned something really interesting about hearting comments.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
What's that all about?
Apparently, hearting a comment is considered 3 times more effective than other types of notifications.
Yeah.
Think about it, a regular comment, that's nice. But when you heart it, it just feels way more personal.
It's like the digital equivalent of a warm hug or something.
Right. And I bet YouTube's algorithm picks up on that kind of genuine interaction too.
I would imagine so. It's like, oh, these people actually care about each other.
Exactly. YouTube loves channels that foster that sense of community. It tells them that you're creating content that people really care about, stuff that sparks conversations and connections.
So it's not just about those vanity metrics like views and subscribers. It's about building a tribe, a group of people who actually share your passions and want to be part of your YouTube journey.
Exactly. That's where the real magic happens, when you create that sense of belonging and shared experience. And that actually brings us to another big thing for growing a YouTube channel: optimizing the channel itself. Both blog posts really emphasize visuals.
Ah, yes, making a good first impression. So we're talking about your channel icon, your banner art, thumbnails, basically anything visual that represents your channel.
Yeah, it's all about building a cohesive and visually appealing brand identity.
Oh.
Your channel icon is like your logo. It should be easily recognizable. Your banner art, that's prime real estate, to showcase your channel's theme and maybe add a catchy tagline that sums up what you're all about.
It's like giving your channel a visual elevator pitch.
Exactly. And then there are your thumbnails. Think of them as mini movie posters. They need to entice viewers to click, so make them eye-catching with high-quality images and bold text. And remember, consistency is key across all your visuals.
Yeah, you want people to immediately recognize your stuff no matter where they see it. It's like having a signature color or font that becomes synonymous with your brand.
Exactly. Speaking of branding, one of the sources introduces a really interesting tactic they call the social media preview.
Ooh, what's that?
So it's all about working smarter, not harder. Instead of just sharing a YouTube link on your socials, which can easily get lost in the feed, you create a short, engaging preview specifically for that platform.
Ah, okay, so it's like a little sneak peek that's tailored to grab attention on that specific platform and get people to actually click through to your YouTube video.
Exactly. And the data backs this up.
Yeah.
Native Facebook video posts, they can get up to 10 times more shares than posts that just link to YouTube.
10 times, wow.
Yeah. So it's not just about making great YouTube content. It's about packaging it in a way that maximizes its reach and impact on other platforms.
You got to play to the strengths of each platform, make content that feels native to that environment.
Exactly.
Now, aside from channel optimization and cross-promotion, there's another milestone a lot of YouTubers want: hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark.
Yeah.
What's so special about that number?
So hitting 1,000 subscribers is a big deal because it's one of the requirements for joining the YouTube partner program, the YPP.
The YPP, that feels like the holy grail for a lot of creators. So what are the benefits of being part of this program?
Well, the main one is it opens the door to monetization. You can start making money from ads on your videos. You also get access to other perks like YouTube shopping, super thanks, and channel memberships. All those can help you turn your passion into a potential income stream.
So it's like turning your YouTube channel into an actual sustainable business?
Exactly. But it's important to note that reaching 1,000 subscribers shouldn't be your sole focus. It should happen naturally from creating good content that people actually enjoy.
Right.
And that brings us to something one of the sources brings up, an ethical issue. The whole buying subscribers thing.
I've heard about that. It seems like a shortcut, but I imagine there are some downsides.
Oh, yeah. Both sources are very much against buying subscribers.
Oh, really?
It's not just unethical, but it's also against YouTube's rules, and it could get your channel penalized, suspended, or even terminated.
So it's a pretty risky move that could backfire big time. Why is it such a bad idea? What's the reasoning?
Well, think about it. Those bot subscribers, they aren't real fans. They're not going to engage with your stuff, watch your videos, or be part of your community. They're just empty numbers.
It's like inflating a balloon with helium. Looks impressive for a while, but eventually it deflates and you're left with nothing.
Exactly. It's way more rewarding and beneficial to build a genuine following, even if it takes a little longer.
Makes sense.
Now, before we wrap up this first part, I want to go back to something fundamental that both sources really hit on. Content is king.
Yes.
We've talked about all these cool strategies for promotion and optimization, but none of it matters if your videos aren't good.
It's like putting lipstick on a pig, right? No amount of surface polish can make up for a lack of substance.
Yeah, exactly. Your content is the foundation. It's what draws people in, keeps them engaged, and ultimately gets them to hit that subscribe button.
So what does this mean for our listeners who are like fired up and ready to grow their channel?
It means that while all these strategies are important, the most crucial thing is to focus on making high-quality content consistently, stuff that really serves their audience's needs and interests.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So lots to think about. You're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back with more insights in part 2.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Welcome back.
So we left off talking about the whole content is king thing.
Yeah,
And I'm really curious to dig into that a bit more.
sure.
What are some key things creators should be thinking about when it comes to their content strategy?
Well, one of the biggest things is really understanding your audience.
Okay.
Like, you need to know what they're looking for, what problems they're trying to solve, what actually interests them.
Yeah. One of the blog posts put it this way. You wouldn't start building a house without a blueprint. Right. It's the same with YouTube content. You shouldn't be creating it without first, understanding who you're making it for.
Exactly. So how do you get to know your audience? Well, pay attention to the comments on your videos.
Oh, yeah.
What are people asking? What are they praising? What are they maybe critiquing?
It's like active listening, but on YouTube. You're not just broadcasting a message. You're actually tuning in to what your audience is saying and responding to their needs.
Right. And there's also so much data available in YouTube analytics.
Oh, true.
You can get insights into your audience's demographics, their interests, their watch time, even what other videos they're watching.
Like having a private investigator for your channel.
Right.
You can actually see what's working, what's not, and adjust your content accordingly.
Yeah. And you can even take that research beyond just YouTube.
Okay.
Tools like Google Trends, keyword research platforms,
Mm-hmm.
those can give you a broader perspective on what people are searching for online.
So it's about combining that data with your own creative gut, right?
Exactly.
To make something that really hits the mark.
Yeah, once you've got a grasp on your audience, then it's time to make sure your content is optimized for search, like YouTube SEO.
Okay.
One of the posts really stressed keyword optimization,
Mm-hmm.
especially for your video titles.
See, this is something I've always struggled with. It's like trying to find a specific book in a massive library without knowing the title or the author.
Right.
How do you even begin to figure out what keywords to use?
I mean, start by thinking like your viewer.
Okay.
What words or phrases would they type into the YouTube search bar when they're looking for a video like yours?
Right.
And once you've got a list of potential keywords, then you can use tools to see which ones have the highest search volume, but also the least competition.
So it's about striking that balance, right?
Yeah.
Keywords that are relevant, but also have the potential to actually drive traffic.
Mm-hmm. And when you're actually putting those keywords in your titles,
Yeah.
keep your titles clear, concise, and engaging. Don't just stuff them with keywords.
Right.
Make sure it accurately reflects what the video is about.
It's got to be click-worthy too, right?
Exactly.
Robotic.
Yeah, so it's about finding that sweet spot.
What about beyond just the titles? How can creators structure their videos to keep people engaged and coming back for more?
Well, that's where understanding watch time comes in. YouTube's algorithm, it loves videos that keep people watching for longer.
Right.
One of the posts talked about pattern interrupts as a way to keep viewers engaged.
I've heard of those, but I'm not sure I fully get it.
Okay, so imagine you're watching a video,
Yeah.
and it's just someone talking to the camera for 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
You're probably going to zone out at some point.
Oh, for sure. Even if the content's good, it can get a bit monotonous.
Exactly. Pattern interrupts, they're essentially like unexpected elements or changes that break up that monotony and grab the viewer's attention again.
Okay, so like what kind of things are we talking about?
It could be something as simple as a jump cut, a changing camera angle, even a funny sound effect.
Okay.
It's all about shaking things up, keeping the viewer on their toes, preventing them from clicking away.
One of the blogs gave this example of cleaning channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
That uses pattern interrupts super effectively. Who knew cleaning could be so entertaining?
Right. It's amazing what a little creativity can do.
Yeah.
Even simple things like adding text overlays, using B-roll footage, asking a question directly to the viewer. Those can make a huge difference.
It's about creating an experience that keeps people engaged.
Exactly.
So beyond structuring the individual videos, how can creators organize their content to make it more discoverable and enjoyable?
Playlists are a powerful tool.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of creators don't use them enough.
Right.
Think of playlists as curated collections of your videos.
Okay.
They can be organized by topic, series, or even just your personal faves.
So it's like creating chapters or sections within your YouTube channel.
Right. And playlists have a few benefits. First, they can increase watch time because they just autoplay the next video.
Ah, that's clever.
Second, they make it easier for viewers to find related content, which can lead them down a rabbit hole of all your awesome videos.
I like that.
And third, well-made playlists can actually improve your channel's search ranking. One of the blog posts mentioned this company that makes software, and they have a playlist specifically for tutorials.
Oh, cool.
People can work through those videos in order and learn everything about the software. It's like a built-in course.
I love that.
And just like with video titles, having a good playlist title is key.
Yeah.
Make it clear, concise, keyword-rich, so people can easily find it.
So it's not just throwing random videos together. It's about being strategic.
Exactly.
And thinking about how to guide viewers through your content.
And remember, making playlists is ongoing.
Right.
As you make new content, add it to the relevant playlist to keep them fresh.
Makes sense.
Now, I know we've covered a lot, but there's one more thing I want to hit on the call to action.
Ah, yes, the CTA, that little nudge to get people to subscribe.
It might seem obvious, but so many creators forget to include a clear call to action.
Right.
One of the blog posts put it perfectly. Just ask.
Seriously, you've put all this effort into making great content, so don't be shy about asking people to subscribe if they liked it.
Exactly. It's not about being pushy. It's about giving them a clear way to show support and stay connected.
So what are some, good ways to work in a call to action?
You can just say it at the beginning or end of your videos.
Okay.
You can add a subscribe button watermark.
Oh, right.
You can even put a call to action in your video description.
Yeah, just make it super easy.
Exactly. And the more subscribers you have, the more social proof you build.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. People are more likely to subscribe to something that already has a big following.
It's that fear of missing out, the FOMO effect.
Totally.
It creates a snowball effect.
Yeah.
More subscribers, more visibility, which leads to even more subscribers.
We've definitely, dug up some gold in this deep dive.
We have.
But before we jump to the final part, I want to shift gears a bit.
Okay.
From the tactical to the strategic.
I'm listening.
We've talked about all these cool tactics for gaining subscribers.
Yeah.
But I think it's good to zoom out and ask, why should someone bother in the first place? What's the big why behind the what?
That's a great question. It's easy to get caught up in the numbers.
Right.
But building a successful YouTube channel is about so much more than just subscribers and views.
Totally.
It's about connecting with an audience, sharing your passion, making a real impact.
It's about building something bigger than yourself, a community of people who get you and share your values.
Exactly. And for some creators, it's also about building a business.
Oh, yeah.
Creating a platform to share their expertise and earn money from their content.
So the why can be personal, professional, or both.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it's crucial for every creator to define their why from the start. It'll guide their content, their marketing, everything.
It's like a compass, keeps you pointed in the right direction.
Well said. Now, before we move on, I want to leave our listener with a question to think about.
Okay, lay it on me.
We've talked about all these strategies.
Yeah.
But the channels that really succeed, they're the ones that stand out.
Right.
It's not enough to just follow the rules. You got to break them, bend them, make them your own.
So the question for our listener is,
what unique element can you bring to your channel to make it unforgettable?
Ooh, that's a good one. All right, we're back for the final part of our YouTube deep dive.
When we're ending on a high note, standing out in a sea of content.
Yeah, we've given you the toolbox, but now it's about finding that, spark
Right.
that makes your channel unique. and really unforgettable.
It's about tapping into you, your passions, your unique perspective.
Yeah, that's when things get exciting. It's about being human, not just like a content machine.
So true.
Like, so much advice focuses on the algorithms and optimization.
Right.
But at the end of the day, people connect with people.
Absolutely.
They want authenticity. They want to see your personality.
They want to feel something.
Yeah, and I think that's so important to remember. It's easy to get caught up in the numbers and forget about that human element.
It is.
Like, the most successful YouTubers, I feel like, are the ones who are genuinely passionate about what they're doing.
Yeah, you can just tell, right?
Yeah, you can feel that enthusiasm. Their content feels like a gift, not a sales pitch.
Exactly. And that authenticity is what builds that loyal following, that community of people who really connect with you.
So for our listener who's maybe feeling a little lost or intimidated by the whole YouTube thing, what would you say?
I'd say it's okay to experiment, to play, to
Yes.
try new things.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to be yourself, even with all your quirks.
Those imperfections are what make you unique.
Exactly. They make you memorable.
Building a YouTube channel, it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes a lot of heart.
It does. It's a journey, not a destination.
Yeah, and I think the most rewarding part is connecting with those people who share your passions.
Oh, absolutely.
So as we wrap up, let's come back to that question.
Yeah.
What will make your channel truly unforgettable?
What story will you tell?
What impact will you make?
The answer is inside you. So go out there, make something amazing, and share it with the world.
Yes, because your voice matters,
It does.
and your story deserves to be heard.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
Until next time, keep diving.